John in the Dominican Republic. See more better here with freeprescriptionlenses.com. But call me Mo Better, because I may be seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better. I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut the Zeiss PhotoFusion brown lenses with DuraVision Chrome anti-glare for your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer color 945, which is the honey crystal and black, which is only available in the 55 eye size. Let me take everything out of the original packaging as it comes to me. Your soft leather Italian RayBan case, RayBan frame, of course cleaning cloth with junk mail, because you just don't get enough in your mailbox now, nor do you get enough robocalls. But it also comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping, and I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. These come with the brown, known as the B15 lens, which means brown. 15% visible light passes through the lens. It absorbs 85% of the harmful light emitted from the sun, and only 15% light transmission comes through. Shiny black temples, honey crystal front. Let me pop out your original heavy glass lenses and install lightweight, unbreakable prescription lenses. I'm going to put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker. I'm going to program the shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 2647. I program every shape, so years from now, should you ever need new lenses, I can mail them right to your home. I'm hitting the start button. A little stylus is going to pop up. Go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy any genuine, authentic RayBan frame that I sell, and you will receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipts have my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Now I need to enter his pupillary distance, and actually, you know what? Let me take a break back. Actually, I should have done this at the beginning. I want to give a shout out. John wants to give a shout out to Caitlin and Caroline. Very special people in his life. And this is a very special frame in the sense that I too am wearing it. I've been wearing this frame in a few different colors, but essentially this frame since about 2012, I'd almost have to say. This is, again, the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer. I wear it in the size 52. This is the size 55, and now there's even a larger 58 eye size that I lovingly refer to as the windshield. But this is the frame. No, not this one, not this one. But this model number is what started me selling online. This was such a popular frame. It fits so well. It is so comfortable. It is so durable. And the lens is cut for the 52 eye size so true every time that I started to sell online, starting with the possibly, I can't even remember, maybe just the lenses for this frame, and then I started offering this frame. The original shiny black and tortoise, and then the colors grew to what they are now. Now let's fast forward to 2020. I am now designing my own eyewear, and I do want to say John is doing missionary work down in Dominican Republic, and he has to probably be away from Caitlin and Caroline and loves them and misses them very much, and wishes they would send candy bars. But actually he didn't say that. I'm saying that. Caitlin, Caroline, can you mail me candy bars? Because I get hangry when I'm working late in the day. It's 5:42 on Thursday, May 7th. Look, it's 43 degrees in my hometown here in North Carolina. In May, did I mention it was May 7th? We're getting some cold fronts coming through. But I've started designing my own frames. And let me put, what I do with my other ones? What I do with them? Oh, I'm actually, I lost a frame. What I do with that? Let me put on my other ones. I'm going to take mine off, put on my computer glasses, which are designed to see this clearly. But this is the frame that started me selling online. This is the frame that I will soon be selling online. It is named after John, except this one is the John 316. It comes in a black, a wood color, and a majestic purple. They each come with a embedded metal cross. They laser into the frame or groove into it with a dado blade, and they embed a silver or gold cross. It is screwed in, and then they laser back here. Now these are the first samples that I got. I decided I'm going to go ahead and make these larger. Now I'm wearing the size 52. If you don't believe me, let me take the lenses out of my size 52 and put it in here. And it snaps in there perfectly. No gaps, no nothing. Yes, there are some fingerprints. And again, I told them I wanted a wood grain look, so they actually scratched the surface to give it a feeling of a texture of wood. But when I look at the inside, I love the color of this wood, and I wished it was on the outside. So the final copies will have this wood color all the way around. You don't have to worry about this scratched surface at all. And so again, you can get it with a gold cross and gold laser here on the temple tip, or silver with silver. This is Christian eyewear. It's going to say designed in the USA. But let me take this lens out. It's going to start off in the 55 eye size. So literally the lenses I'm cutting for you today will fit into this frame, and vice versa. So come, and they'll be ready August 1st. So come August 1st, if you need a second pair or just want to pop the lenses out of your RayBans into this frame, let's see if we can't figure out a way to make that happen. I will be offering it in the 52 eye size in clear, but they will come with a polarized magnetic rare earth magnet clip-on that'll just snap right onto the frame, and the clip will be the same color as the frame. It'll be matching that. Now, the ones with the clip-ons, I don't have the wood just yet. This one is called dogwood. It is color 2 dogwood because allegedly the crucifix was made out of dogwood. And the reason why I wanted to do wood so much is I figured if you're going to walk up to the bell, ring it. So I wanted a wood frame for the wood cross. Unfortunately, the company that's doing the magnetic clip-ons couldn't do a wood just yet. So there will be a purple with either silver on silver, or gold on gold, clear with the polarized clip-on. For $150 complete with clear single vision prescription lenses. You can get it with a second clip-on if you like, in case you have more than one vehicle, or you want to keep one in a work truck or your spouse's vehicle, you can do that. Or if you want a different colored lens, we can do that too. So I just wanted to take the time to show everyone I'm very proud. I realized that after I am a licensed optician, I went to college to do this. After 21 years in the field, I have personally cut over tens of thousands of pairs of glasses. There they are. That's the ones I was looking for. I was going to put on my Oakleys while I worked on these. Get my fingerprints off. But I realized that I was just a cover band. I was putting songs into I was putting lenses into other people's songs, and I realized I want to write my own songs. So that's what I started doing. And then my wife, who's a data analyst and swears that she is not creative, she says, well, if you can put a cross on the side of a temple, can you put a pink ribbon? Because her family's been devastated by breast cancer. And if you can put I realized later on, if you can put a pink ribbon, you can do a gray ribbon for brain cancer. You can do a gold ribbon for pediatric cancer and all those, and I'll be coming out with those. Now, again, it'll be black, tortoise, and purple for the cancer ribbon eyewear. For any of those who want to sign up and be ready for those, that website is there, and you can enter your email, and I'll notify you July 1st when the cancer ribbon and the first of these are available in the 52 eye size with a magnetic polarized clip-on. These in the 55 eye size, and that model number will be called Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ. You can do all things with and without the polarized clip-on. The cancer ribbon one is going to be called Pray for the Cure. And those two will be in the 52 eye size. The John 3:16 will be in the 55 eye size, because I've realized a lot of people who don't need prescription lenses may want to wear them as their sunglasses anyway for sun protection. Get it? S-O-N. Okay, don't worry. I won't quit my day job. But if anyone I'm trying to get the website built by this weekend, I'm the one dragging my heels. My web developer, Jigsaw, is asking me for pictures, but as soon as the website, keep checking back, the domain is christianeyewear.com. But eventually you'll be able to enter your email address so you can be notified when the frames are available. But anyone who pre-orders these before August 1st as non-prescription, these come with tinted lenses, gray in the black frames, brown in the wooden and the purple frames. Just a tinted sunglass lens just like these. But if you pre-order before August 1st, I will upgrade you to polarized at no additional charge. Same thing for anyone who buys prescription lenses. Now these will sell for $150 complete with one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses, but if you want them as polarized, pay the additional $20 for tint and I will upgrade you to a polarized prescription lens in either gray, brown, or green, your choice of color, if you pre-order before August 1st. And where I'm working on the website, we're getting there. Everything is very fluid. It's a constantly changing landscape. We're in the middle of the coronavirus. And, you know, we used to plan weeks ahead. Now you plan a day ahead, and then things seem to change hourly. All right, let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. Now, can I get back to work? John needs his glasses. So, I'm going to move on to the next screen. Enter the pupillary distance of 30.5. The computer starts at 32.5. So I'm going to tap this minus button a couple times. It's going down in 0.5 millimeter increments until I get to 30.5. I want to raise the optical center height to 24. And there we go, 24. I'm going to change the layout screen from single vision to progressive because John needs the invisible bifocal. Now, his prescription reads plus 75 minus 50 at 172. Plus 75 minus 50 at 172, which is his right eye. I'm going to take it out of the packet, place it on the platform. Now, the thing I love about Zeiss is they document everything. They put it on your paper packet. Your prescription reads plus 75 minus 50 at 172. So I'll highlight that so you know you're getting the original packaging, 275 progressive power. And of course at the top it says it's the right lens of the Zeiss Progressive Light D18, which is the fitting corridor, 1.59, which is a refractive index of polycarbonate. And it says PhotoFusion brown. And same thing for the left. Let me highlight that so you know you're getting all the original packaging. Plus 125 minus 50 at 100. Plus 275 power. And then they go one step further. They give you an 8x11 piece of paper. Now, when next time you go to the doctor and they just haphazardly ask, what are you wearing? Hand them this piece of paper. They will be shocked. Tell them you're wearing the Zeiss, the Progressive Light D. The D is the digital freeform progressive lens. Your power is written right there, plus 75 minus 50 at 172, 275 add. Left eye plus 1.25 minus 50 at 100. They document everything. Your PD, 30.5 for the right eye, 32.5 for the left. The height of the invisible bifocal, 24. And even the base curve of the lens. And I'll show you that in just a moment. The digital freeform lenses have compensated formulas for distance for both the right and left and for the reading. That is there. They even give you the laser engravings that are on the engraved into the lens. No other company documents their work so much as Zeiss does. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Alright, so this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need two double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got two here. Boop, 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 boop. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick that onto the first block. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there. Now, when I mentioned a base curve of 5, this is a Geneva lens clock. It is not on 0, but if you place this on a flat platform, it will go due south, which is 0. That means it's flat. That's when it's calibrated. So, right in front of your eye, that dot right there, I'm going to place it there. Now it has both a black and a red ring. Look at the black numbers on the inside. That's for the front base of the curve. That's measuring 5. You can't see 5, the number 5, but it's in between 4 and 6. If I were to measure the back of the lens when everything was in, and when they used to put the astigmatism correction on the front of the lens, that's how you would measure there to get the numbers in the red. So, all the documentation is there. Everything, all the digital analytics you could ever imagine on a lens is there. So, I'm going to lay everything out just so. PD seg height, which is the position of wear that goes directly in front of your pupil. The blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. Sorry, as I get everything laid out, I got to concentrate. Just like orange juice, I got to concentrate. Alright, so I'm going to peel the paper away to make the black side sticky, line up the magnet, take the left lens out of the packet, and again, you're going to receive all the manufacturer's original packaging. By the way, as they like to point out now, you get sunglass level UV protection even in a clear lens. Why is that important? I'll get to that. Thank you for asking. PD of 32.5, I'm going to go back up, same optical center height. Get everything laid out just so. And all right, I'm gonna hit, so I always like to make sure the lens is large enough. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter, and then you can cut your own lenses at home, and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs and the bad jokes to do it for you. But let me recap. You won't need this guy with the two thumbs. No, okay, all right, stop. All right, the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2647. 2647, or as I like to say, installment 2647 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. And spoiler alert, you're going to want to watch episode number 330 million because something special is going to happen. Yeah, y'all stay tuned, won't you? Okay, so these are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high-index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that material. Or better yet, to be determined, some futuristic space age one. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to place one on the rear concave surface of the lens. And that concludes your vocabulary lesson for the day. I'm going to press the sticker on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to go into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. Hit the green start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by two white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to go into the frame first time around. Second time around, it's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none with your prescription in this frame, John. Now there is water in the background that's there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays onto the lens while it is cutting, whereas plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto your lenses, but only for the last 20 seconds just to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form. But as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. If it wasn't, could I do that? These are high-impact ballistics grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes. Unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun there in the Dominican Republic. Now, Zeiss gives you the most complete UV protection. It goes all the way up to 400 nanometers. It is so complete, it is the only company that has partnered with the American Cancer Society because of its complete protection. Now you have the PhotoFusion Brown, which is also available in gray, green, and blue. You have the DuraVision Chrome anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. It reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead, fluorescent lights, and such. The second feature is it reduces reflection. So when someone's looking at you, it makes for much better eye contact, so they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. Or if you take a selfie, you're less likely to see your phone in your lens. Or if someone takes a picture with a flash, you're less likely to see the flash lit up in your lens. The third feature that I like, by the way, I'm about to open this door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours and then I can melt it. I can do so many things with my mind except come up with new jokes. So if you have a funny joke, write it down on a $100 bill and mail it to me, and I will read it on the air and give you credit for that joke. You don't even have to include your name. I will recognize your handwriting. But no, the third feature is it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. I'm going to see if it fits first time around, and no, it doesn't. So I'm going to back this off. I was hoping it was going to do that, which it typically does on the 55. I'm going to take it down 0.2 of a millimeter, hit retouch. The reason why I wanted more time, I want to go back and touch bases on what John is doing, his missionary work in the Dominican Republic. He has found his dash. What does that mean? I go by the nickname See More Better, but when these are out, I'm going to go by the name Dash, D-A-S-H. Because we all have, when you look at a cemetery, when you look at a tombstone, which we're all going to have one day, and I know because 2 weeks from tomorrow I lost, it was just a cat, but it was the most important cat I'd ever had my whole life. He truly was my best friend. I have my wife and my cat, and that's it on this planet, and that's enough. That truly is. If you knew my wife, oh, I could just have 2 cats. No, I'm just kidding. Honey, I love you. I'm kidding. It's cold tonight. I don't want to sleep in my car. But on a tombstone, we have the year we were born and the year that we die. The only thing that separates them, and everyone's going to have that, and the only thing that separates them is that dash. What are you going to do with that dash? A lot of people are looking for their whys in life. Why are we here? What are we doing? If you don't know what the why is, start working on the why. Just start doing something and you'll discover your why. And that will help develop your dash. But just find your purpose. Reach out to people. There's a lot of suffering going on, especially with the coronavirus. People being quarantined, people losing their jobs. They're not knowing how they're going to feed themselves, their family, how they're going to pay rent. I'm full of corny expressions, but one of them is if you can be anything on this planet, just be nice, because you don't know what someone's going through. And be that dash for someone. If you're looking for a lesson in life on why you're here, just be the lesson until you know what your lesson is. Just being the lesson will help you discover what your lesson is. So I'm tucking it in at the outside corner. By the way, when you get these in either the black, the dogwood, or the purple, if you want to take your lenses out of here, I'll show you. But when you want to pop them into one of these, and they will fit, tuck them in at the outside corner. Using your thumbs, push down the nose, it snaps right in. I'm going to take this block off. Use my hand-approved drying method, add to my sticker collection. By the way, here's my sense of accomplishment pile. It's getting big, it's getting big. When I first left my very safe job, place of employment, very stressful, very busy place, working for someone else, I opened up my own place this is what I did for the first 11 months. I was self-employed. I was scared. I didn't have a job coming in. I went out and bought the lab equipment, rented some space, very small brick and mortar, and this is what I did the first 11 months. The place where I'm at now is much larger. I was able to expand. You know, that's the thing in life. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Have faith. Take the first step. Believe in yourself. When a bird lands on a branch, it's not afraid of the branch breaking. It believes in its wings. So, this is when I believed in my wings. This is what I've been able to do since I started flying. And I'm very proud of it. It got so big it started to fall apart, so I had to wrap it with my shipping tape all over for it to retain form. But my wife calls this clutter. I call this my sense of accomplishment. The same way John is going out and touching people, one soul at a time. I'm doing 2 of these at a time for people, 1 pair of lenses, and it just reminds me what I'm doing to keep going. This is part of my dash. Just make the world a better place than where you started at. Share the gospel, spread the love. What brings meaning to you just could very well bring meaning to someone else. When I left my job, I had my own place within a year. Within 2 years, I was designing my own frames. And then within 3 years, just over 3 years, I'll have multiple brands of frames. And I'm going to keep going. There's still 3 more brands I'll be launching within the next 12 months. So, but they are coming. I'm a one-man team, so I have to do 1 frame at a time. But then I'm going to start to do 2 frames, and then 2 brands, 3 frames within those 2 brands, and keep growing from there. And they will be available on my website. I will post them in social media. But it's helping me find dash and comfort and security in my life, that if I can find the faith to keep moving forward, hopefully everyone else can too. So flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the John, or better yet, the John 316. Hit the green button, the door closes, the clamp's going to shut, the lens will be traced by 2 white styluses again, making sure that it's large enough to go into the left side of the frame, as we will see. And then measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none, as I promised John, no edge thickness whatsoever. So we're going to come down here to the lensometer. Oh, all the dots are gone. By the way, that lens did come down minus 0.20, 1/5 of a millimeter. So I'm going to put on here minus 0.20. Should you ever need new lenses in the future, I'll know exactly what size to cut your prescription to fit. So, as I mentioned, all Zeisses have a laser engraving. There's going to be a square on the nasal portion of the lens and the temporal portion. So I'm going to put a dot at the nasal area and the temporal area. And then those 2 points are the same 2 points of reference I have here. I put over those 2 squares. This is known as a layout chart. This is going to sit directly in front of your pupil now. I'm going to come down here to my lensometer, place it in over that dot, grab this, turn the axis wheel to 172. I didn't have to go far. My last one was at 175. Read the power, and I'm getting plus 75, going away from 0 in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. I'm 1 tick mark away from 1. In the black numbers with a plus sign, not the minus numbers when in the red. That's because you are farsighted. You need 3 steps of farsighted correction. Now, once everything is magnified to the correct size, you have 2 steps of uncorrected astigmatism. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike with the letters P and F. It is the fine-tune knob. And we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 172. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to go all the way to about 172. Now, for your left eye, you actually need 5 steps. You had 3 steps of farsighted correction for the right eye. You need 5 steps, 1 1/4 diopters, both with half a diopter of astigmatism. So let's check that half a diopter of astigmatism in your right eye, and we get plus 1/4 in between 0 and 1/2. That's because if you started with 75 cents and you loaned someone 50 cents, you would have 1/4 left. That's where we're at, 1/4 in the black. Let's come down here. Let's see if the left lens fits first time around. Take the lens out of the Chuck, the Charles, the John. Dry everything off. Tuck it in at the outside corner first. Push down the nose, it snaps right in. Same thing I want to record. That I cut that at minus 0.20. I document everything too. Dry that off, add to my sticker collection. Come down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel to 100. Put it in over that black dot. This is what's known as final inspection. I'm inspecting the glasses to make sure they were made perfectly. When I read the power, we're getting 125, 1 tick mark past 1 and just shy of 150. And again, so we have $1.25. We're going to subtract 50 cents. That's where we're at, plus 75 again. Now your pupillary distance is 30.5 for the right, 32.5 for the left. Let me count in my head, 62, 63. I'm going to turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb, if I can get it out of my pocket, and then we hold it up. We're getting 63 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Optical center height of 24, not too directly the bottom of the lens below that dot, to the deepest part of the frame, and we're going to measure the middle of the plastic, because that's actually where the bevel goes, and we're getting 24 millimeters. That is cut perfectly. 24 millimeters, again, that is perfect. So this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that there's free shipping anywhere in the US, and John has a source to get these transferred to him in the Dominican Republic, so he doesn't have to pay for international shipping. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose. However, there's also another small chance these could fit too tight. However, there's an 85% chance that one side, 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. Set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Now, when I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take my Ray-Bans off and press down on the counter, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Again, I'm wearing color 6053, which is the blue crystal, to go with my, I almost always have a blue shirt on with a print to go with that. And of course, truth be told, that crystal matches those wisdom highlights I got coming in over my ears. I should be wearing these today, which is brown and blue. This is an older number, 874, which is not available anymore, brown and blue. There is a chocolate with blue, but I would match my blue shirt and my brown slacks, my brown shoes. I'm all about some brown and blue. But I also send out, well, let me flip that over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. Now, I send out a selfie request in every package. John, I would love to have 2 selfies, one with you indoors, preaching the gospel, and then one outside where your lenses are brown. I also send out cleaning instructions, not only for your frame and lenses, but for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide. Got RayBan top center right there, but for your RayBan cleaning cloth that's in the case, your Zeiss cleaning cloth that you're going to get, and instructions on how to care for the case so it too will last you for years. No other seller does that on the internet, I am told. So this is what your lenses look like clear before I've activated them, meaning I'm exposed them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light, which I will do now. Now, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for all photochromic transition lenses to darken. A little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now, John and everyone else listening, pay attention. All photochromic transition lenses will get dark on day 1. They will continue to darken every day for the first 2 weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. Look at that. Look at that. How's that for a matching color? Brown on brown. The PhotoFusion brown with the... where was that? Oh, yeah. So they'll keep getting darker and darker for the first 2 weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. Don't worry, John. They're going to keep getting darker. Come on. We talked about this. Don't you remember? Caitlin and Caroline, help him remind. Help him remember. I'm looking for the words. Help mail me some candy bars so I'll remember what words to say, would you? But they're also, the only time these won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. Let me give some really strong bursts. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful UV light emitted from today's... okay, so they won't turn dark in the car because of your windshield. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, the PhotoFusion Extra Gray will get about 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. Also, they're temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above, which is important if you're in the Caribbean. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. We all work much better when it cools off. Now, how's that look? Is that better? Is that better? So, can't see what you guys are seeing. I'm trying to find a good white background so you can see. But Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon so you can get future notifications when different frames and lens combinations become available. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. If you have any questions, just go to the Contact Me page of the website. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below. But John in the Caribbean, down in the Dominican Republic, doing missionary work, hats off to you. You're doing wonderful work to leave your loved ones behind and go and preach from the heart. You're a hero too. It's not just the doctors and nurses now that get the deserved attention. You're doing the great work too to comfort people and bring peace, love, and joy to them. But thank you for the purchase of the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, color 945, which is the honey crystal and the black, with your Zeiss digital freeform progressive PhotoFusion brown lenses with the DuraVision chrome anti-glare. And now hopefully everyone else has gotten a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.